2018, the year of the woman. Did you know that? Can you feel it in the air? It's all that just estrogen filling your veins, filling you with all these girly emotions. Even Drake's in his feelings. That's the last one, I promise. But if we're gonna get real, political pundits are calling 2018 the year of the woman because of the stunning rise of women running for American office in the American midterm elections. And it's true. According to Politico, 54 women signed up to run for Senate seats in 2018, up from 40 female candidates in 2016. And 476 women filed to run for House seats. The previous record was 298 female candidates back in 2012. Furthermore, about 34% of female candidates running for the House are women of color, which is close to the 37% of the national female population that they represent. Furthermore, about 16% of the women who are running for House seats are Black women, who make up about 13% of the female population. Those numbers are pretty awesome. Go women. But this isn't the first year of the woman we've had. Oh no. Americans experienced Year of the Woman 1.0 back in 1992, when for the first time, the percentage of women in Congress reached double digits. That's right. From 1991 to 1993, representation of women in Congress jumped from 6% to 10%. Like, it's good. Like, I don't want to boo-hoo our progress, but at the same time, it's only 10%. I mean, it's 10%! 25 years ago, only 10% of our federal legislators were women, and that was a big deal. Which brings me to my first question. Currently in 2018, what is the percentage of women in Congress?
I feel like our Congress would be made up of 16% women.
10-15%, I think.
23%?
God, I don't know.
5 or 2% women?
Is it like 70% men?
Now we're at 20%.
Oh, that's still very low.
But progress from what I thought.
Wow, wasn't far off.
Should definitely be 50%, if not more.
Now, mind you, all these countries have different forms of government, but I want you to rank them from greatest to lowest in order their representation. So you have 5 countries: USA, Bolivia, Rwanda, Mexico, and Germany.
So the most at the top and the fewest at the bottom.
I feel like in South America, there have been a number of female leaders.
I think Germany, their prime minister or chancellor, she's a female, but I don't know much surrounding her.
The US is pretty slow since we haven't had a woman as president yet.
I want to say Bolivia's, USA, Germany, Mexico, and Rwanda.
US #1 highest, Germany, Mexico, Bolivia, Rwanda.
I actually think you have it directly backwards.
I'm just a little dyslexic when it comes to politics.
Germany, the US, Bolivia, Mexico, Rwanda.
Germany and Bolivia, Mexico, Rwanda, USA.
Rwanda, Bolivia, Germany, US and Mexico?
No one has guessed Rwanda as number 1. So it's Rwanda, Bolivia, Mexico, Germany, USA.
I actually find that interesting that out of the top 3 countries, white people are in the minority.
Cool, love it.
That's a whole other video.
But instead of getting bogged down by the fact that it is taking us 25 years to double our numbers in Congress, let's focus on the women who are actually running this year and what they're up against. I've gotten my hands on the Keys to Elected Office, the essential guide for women created by the Barbara Lee Family Foundation. In this PDF, there's a lot of pertinent information based off of information like exit polls, campaign data, and interviews with candidates and staff that acts like a helpful, nonpartisan handbook for any woman who is trying to run. I'm gonna run some of these guidelines by my coworkers to see when they think they were created. Number 1. Voters are in tune to whether a woman candidate sounds authoritative or bossy, serious or boring, high-pitched and unsure, or clear and steady. Number 2, if a candidate doesn't have children, voters worry that she may not be able to truly understand the concerns of a family. Number 3, men don't need to be liked to be elected. Voters are less likely to vote for a woman candidate they do not like. Women face the double bind of needing to show competency and likability.
The thing is, all this is still true. Regardless of when that book was published, if it was yesterday or 25 years ago, it's like, oh, it was true then, it's true now, and it's probably gonna be true for a long time.
That was published in like 2017.
Early 1900s?
This definitely sounds like 2016.
60s, 70s era.
Hint, they were created in 2017.
What? What?
Just hearing the way those things are written just sound very old-fashioned.
Damn, I was gonna say a year ago, but then I was like, oh.
In this light, they want to see a family woman, which is very interesting that it's not a requirement or a guideline for men.
It's hard for women in power to be viewed as likable. If you're a man, people are like, yeah, he just speaks his mind. He's saying what I'm thinking. But then if you have a woman that's like, I don't care what people think of me, it's like, well, you should.
Can you imagine if I were in a meeting with my boss and I told her that I felt like she was being a little too bossy or a little too high-pitched, a little shrill? Imagine Megan. But in all honesty, women running for office don't have to just deal with voter-internalized misogyny. Another big hurdle is incumbency. Even with a record number of representatives not seeking re-election in 2018, the vast majority of the House runs for re-election. And incumbents across Congress get re-elected most of the time. In 2016, over 95% of the incumbents who ran won. That's crazy. Come on, we need to get new people in. But what has changed since 1992? I have asked the BuzzFeed research team to gather headlines regarding legislation around women's human rights, and I want to see if my coworkers can guess when these headlines were made.
Is there like a time frame? I'm starting to panic. You're seeing Teacher's Pet Chantel come out.
Are they all this year?
Y'all can already tell from my 5 to 2% that I have no faith in us. Men legally allowed to
Yeah, read it if you can finish it.
Men legally allowed to finish sex even if woman revokes consent.
North Carolina law states. I want to say this was written a long time ago because that's how it should be.
2 years ago.
That's like now.
That law was actually published in 1979, but it's still a law.
Because rape culture has a long way to go.
Oh, so you mean rape is legal in North Carolina? Great.
North Carolina, get on that. That's not okay.
That's horrible.
We're trash.
If a woman says no, it means no.
You know what? If you can stop peeing, you don't have to come.
Lawmaker who called pregnant women a host pushes bill requiring fathers to approve abortion.
It's very interesting language that they use.
So women aren't even people anymore? They're just hosts?
Host. Oh my balls.
I want to say this was written a long time ago.
In the past couple of years.
Between 2016 and 2018.
2017, Destiny.
Unfortunately, I know this.
Is this in like a specific state or anything?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, baby!
Okay, now this isn't supposed to be some incendiary Devon video where I walk around the streets of LA wearing a poncho to demonstrate the double standards and dress code violations, and I get a bunch of people on YouTube call me a dumb slut in the comments. I mean, I'll still make those videos, let's be real. We here at Ladylike only really make these talking head videos if we really believe in something, and to be honest, I had a hard time buying the fact that 2018 was the year of the woman 2.0. Because what's different between 1992 and now? Are we placating ourselves with a cute moniker that we can put on t-shirts? This one's cute though. Or is this the year that really changes? I had what is different between now and then? But then it hit me. You.
Me.
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 Because if you're watching this channel, I bet that you believe in women as much as I do. And with more representation in Congress comes more progress. But to be honest with you, the only downside of having more women in Congress are bears. Because bears are attracted to period blood, and that poses a true threat to our American democracy. So, it's always a gamble. What you gonna do? That's it for me. Damn, this has felt more like a Vox video than a Ladylike video, but whatever. We do it all here.
Me. Arizona House passes bill why can't I say this? Requiring. Can you read this?
No, I had a hard time.
Oh, really? Okay, at least it's not me. Arizona House passes bill requiring, can I skip this one?
I'm gonna burp.